What's up, guys? Chris here again with Aquarium Conversations. Want to do an update. Pretty long overdue with this Marineland 27-gallon cube. Forgive the glare there, guys. I apologize. I'm just sitting right in front of the tank. If you guys remember, I originally set this one up as a saltwater tank and had some fun with that. I believe the mistake I made was there's a window right there, and you know I thought I could control it. I kind of like put stuff over the window to keep the sunlight out, but nevertheless couldn't control the algae. So thought, what better way to control the algae by switching this over to a planted tank. And it's been set up 2 months, maybe 2 months. And I'll talk about some of the plants here in a second. But the idea was that the plants or the plant load that I would have in here would hopefully outcompete any algae coming from the light, from the window over here. And this is my bedroom, so when I'm not here, the lights are out anyway. So so far so good. I've still got some algae on the glass over here, and like some diatom algae on the plants. But as far as plants, kept it simple. Just kind of some old reliables, and I got some new ones in there too. I'll talk about. But the Anubias, different kinds of Anubias in here, some large ones. I forget all the types of. There's some Anubias Nan in here too. That's probably one of my favorite ones. There's probably, I would say, 3 or 4 different kinds of Anubias in here. Some I went out, and purchased myself. Some I just kind of grabbed out of other tanks that I had. Crypts, some plants that I know that really don't need a lot of care, and they don't need to be babied. A plant I found that I'm super excited about was this Bucephalandra down here. I picked this up at a Petco, and I couldn't believe that they actually had it. And they have it. You can kind of see it on these little grates right here. These little pieces, of whatever. They have it growing on that. So you buy those in clumps. And, I love the plant. I kind of love the texture of the plant. It goes well in this setup. Simple setup, guys. Just some driftwood, some dragonstone in there. I even glued a couple pieces of the Buce on a couple pieces of the dragonstone. But it's growing in well. I did have some melt with some of the crypts. Those are coming back over here. There's a bigger one over here, tucked over here behind this piece of wood. That one is doing well. You can kind of see the bright green new growth there. And on this one as well, the bright green new growth there. So, ideally, the plants are kind of doing what I thought they would do, or what I set out to do. Filtration wise, still running the Seache Shark there, and there's one of the Seache Whale, the smaller canister filters there. It does a good job with surface agitation there. Still not sure how I completely feel about the Seache Whale here in the middle. You can see the amount of water movement that the shark is creating versus the whale, but never can have too much filtration, so I'm okay with it for now. Just that price point, I think it was about maybe $120 or something like that. I don't really know, because the Seache Shark is priced a lot cheaper than that, and I think it does an adequate, if not better, job. But that's another video for another time. As far as stocking, I wanted some color in this tank. With all this green, I wanted some color. I wanted some fish that I know, will kind of put on some size, and as they mature, the colors will just kind of continue to improve. What do I have in here? Panda Koi. I want to put maybe 1 or 2 more in here, just kind of as a bottom feeder cleanup crew. But rainbows. I hadn't done rainbows in a while, so I've got 3 different types of rainbows in here. I've got the dwarf Praecox rainbows in here that really won't get too much bigger than that. But the colors are just phenomenal. I've got 2 males, I believe, and a female. 2 males, 2 females. No, 2 males, 1 female. Maybe I'm missing one. Not sure. I've got a pearl gourami there in the back there. I love that fish. I still have my original one, which is probably pushing 5 years old. So just a cool fish. We'll hang out around the top of the tank. The rainbows will kind of inhibit the middle part of the tank. I've got two Bolivian rams. There's one hiding in the back there, and the other one, he's somewhere around in the back there. I just kind of turn the lights on so everyone is kind of settling in. I got one turquoise rainbow there and two of the Bosmani rainbows. Now those will tend to get a little bigger, and I'll make the necessary moves when I need to. But for right now, the color that they're displaying and the movement in the tank, couldn't be any happier, to be honest with you. So all in all, I think this tank will still continue to mature. The plants will kind of fill in a little bit more. I may even add some more around the front here. As far as substrate, there's a layer of fluval stratum underneath this sand and this kind of gravel pebble mix there. Got some root tabs in there. And normally what I do with crypts is I kind of break them apart. You know, when they come in little bunches, I'll kind of break them apart and spread them all over the tank. But this time I just kept them in a bunch and just planted them as they are. So that's just something different I've done instead of trying to go for like a carpet, kind of look. Just really wanted to kind of fill in as many gaps as I possibly could, knowing I have these two pieces of driftwood that essentially dominate the scape. And as you can see with the amount of Nubius in here, the plants have definitely overtaken the scape, so I'm happy with that. But all in all, couldn't be happier with the tank. Really excited to see, just kind of how this thing fills in and matures over time. Like I said, it's probably been, and I've added plants here and there too, but, and I'll probably continue to do that as well. But maybe that back area back there, I didn't really want to put anything back there. There's a taller crypt back there, but he's kind of pressed forward. I don't want anything to get sucked in to the two intakes of the filter, so. Maybe I'll do some more Nubius or something like that back there. Maybe try and fill in the front up here. We'll see how that goes. But all in all, couldn't be happier. Wanted to do this update. Wanted to just kind of show you how I converted this saltwater tank into freshwater, how everything's doing. All the fish are getting along. I'm familiar with these kinds of fish. They'll eat just about anything, pellets, flakes, whatever, that kind of stuff. So it's not really that advanced of a setup, but, I am liking the way things are progressing. Anxious to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know. Leave a comment or questions down below. Tell me what you guys think. Maybe tell me how you guys would set this up. It's a cube tank, so I think it's 20 by 18 by 20 or something like that. So not a massive tank, but I think with the depth and the height, there's obviously some different ideas you could do with it. Like I said, I even tried saltwater. I had live rock and all that kind of stuff in there. It just didn't work out. But really happy about this planted tank that I have up so far. So I'll leave it there, guys. You guys tell me what you think. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. And as always, talk to you guys down the road. Bye.